Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Coach Golding told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. After you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The give is to Taylor. Plows through the defense. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The run inside. It's Turner. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Lacey. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The option look. He'll do it himself.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting a game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the catch and he's free. Gives him the big stiff arm. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Gophers will take their 1st time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Golden Gophers will try to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone. Reels it in down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The big play came, David. He saw that safety and just didn't believe he could get over the top in time.
Exactly right. You see the one safety in the middle of the field. You know the outside parts of the field are open. Run those goes, those streaks down the field on the outside. Let your playmaking receiver make that play for you.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Rebels. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Coming out with it, it's Thompson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Taylor has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You see it so much in college football with motion of running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking for a crease to the left. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back. And
here's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point is good. And he's coming out of the end zone. Smacks it with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Hayes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give is to Taylor. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense They need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
The run inside. It's Turner. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quick release on the RPO. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Gill. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Working that wide receiver screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Plucks it out of the air. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays.
Maybe just steamrolling the defense. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the give off the left side. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Taylor has it. Thrust that arm out. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. There's some room.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Running inside, it's Turner. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Rebels.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Attempt to try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got it behind the line. It's Cook. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. The give is to Taylor. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Touchdown, Rebels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Some misdirection with the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm, a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Finding open areas. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The give on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Frazier again. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They feed him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Open on the left side is Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Smith.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Going over the top. Makes the grab on the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the option. Hard running there. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. It's caught downfield. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Finds a man on the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. This time on target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Under fire. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful timeout because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rome, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.